initiate the change. It's not enough for us to always throw stones at them. It doesn't solve anything. We also need to get up and smell the coffee. It's very, very painful that you are at this position, but then you don't understand your Islam. One big man in this country who is a Muslim called me and then he said, my son, I said, Daddy, he said, I'm very envious of you. And I said in my head, Jibatum Banza, you have all the money and everything. How can you be envious of me? I need a few thousand Ghana cedis to put in my pocket. And then you are telling me you are envious of me. I said, Daddy, what do you mean by that? He said, when they ask you anything in Islam, you can answer easily. I was like, oh, Abango. And then he said, that is what eats me here in this company of mine. Sometimes, allegations are thrown into the face of Islam by even my employees who I sign their paychecks, but I can't respond because I don't know anything about Islam. And I'm a Muslim and I own a company. We need you to be there as medical officers and also sheikhs. All of us cannot mount the pulpit, no. But then when you have this, background of your religion and also this career path that you've taken is going to be a plus for us, and then it's going to ease the kind of work that we must do. If we have you as engineers or we have you as, administrators who are sheikhs, we, the ones who want to read only Sharia, will not mount the pulpit and talk about the riba when we don't know anything about accounting. Because you know accounting, you know the religion. When you mount the pulpit, you'll be able to address the banking system for us in relation to the Quran. You have gone to study medicine. So when you pick the hadith that talked about medicine, you can be able to express and elaborate more on that. That is why sometimes you come and then you ask the sheikhs technical question, they tell you haramu, because he doesn't know. So he will haramize the question straightforward. You can't blame him. That is not his field. So we need you, those who have studied in these fields, to also have a touch of the Sharia. So that when those of us who are pure Sharia mount the pulpit, and then when we are deviating from issues, when we descend, you come and then you tell us, Sheikh, when we say dividend, this is what it means. When we say, some of these your terms, I don't even remember. When we say, this is what it means. And then you polish it for us. And then sometimes we need you to be there on the pulpit to be able to, discuss some of these issues. Finally, before I sit down, where is she? The timekeeper. I have more time. Now you need to bring food for me to eat to be able to have the energy. When I completed senior high school, sorry, I didn't go to a senior high school. Our time was SSS. We went to the senior secondary school. I didn't even go to a senior secondary school. I went to a college. I went to St. Augustine's College. Who said, wow? When I came back home, my old man asked me, okay, what next? What do you want to do? I said, I want to go back to Makaranta to go and read. Because at St. Augustine's College, I was the imam. And then I realized that there was a need to study the religion more. Sometimes they ask the questions and then you give them a wrong answer. Because you know better than them, they will take it like that, hook, line, and sinker, and that's it. But you yourself know that, or like Kamush Korea. Hey, some people have history there, right? Yeah, I get it. So they ask you the question and then sometimes you just read anything you want in Arabic and then translate it in English anyhow you want. And the people will say, let's get it. Back in school, in St. Augustine's College, some boys were caught for stealing. But there was no strong evidence to get them. So I was called as the chief imam to come and do something for them to talk. La ilaha illallah. I came and I started singing in Arabic. Malikuna, Maskunuhu. And I beat the head of one of them. Start talking. Wallahi, they told the truth. So, the boy's prophet, our head boy, till then, when he meets me, he's very afraid. He's scared. He knows, this guy is very dangerous. So when I came home, I went to Islamic research in Nima to study. The colleagues that we graduated from secondary school with, everybody had gone to university. I went back into uniform again. And for 5 years, I was in research studying. The first month when we went, the teachings and everything was in Arabic. They were speaking for 1 month and I was just looking at them like this. Nothing. I thought I was champion. I thought I knew. I thought my father is a sheikh, so everything is transferable. Wallahi, there is nothing like transfer of ilimi. It is not true. Maybe you will get the barakah because of what your father does. But then there is nothing like ilmi milladuni has been transferred into your head. And then so you not study. You know it already. If you don't study, you get a Z, not even F. So we started that. 3 years into research, I joined the University of Cape Coast distance education class. So Mondays to Thursdays, I was in Accra. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was in Cape Coast. And I did that for 4 years. I graduated from research in 2010, finished UCC in 2011. I came back home and I was like, it's still not enough. I went to the Institute of Languages and studied French for 1 year. Someone wanted to employ me in his company as a supervisor. I thought it was a waste of time. In 2013, I packed my bags and baggages and everything and then traveled 30 hours to Niamey, the capital of Niger, to study Islamic law. We went there. We are about 2,000 students, entrance exams. It is your pen that will give you admission. After exams, alhamdulillah, we were picked. The university is 50 kilometers from the capital. Everything surrounding us was 15th century BC. We lived with donkeys and cows on campus. You'll be in the class and then you hear the braying of a donkey. And Niger's weather is so hot that in the summer it can go high as 50 degrees Celsius. And we lived in it. Sometimes you'll have to water your mattress before you can sleep on it. And after watering it and then sleeping on it, 5 minutes later, it has dried up like cream crackers. The journey from town to campus, we go by these ovens, not the 207 that you have. And sometimes when you stand at Oponglo, Lord gas if I'm 2003, we bought the car. The ovens that you see, that you sit 3-3, we sat 4-4. And if you are not fortunate, and then you are the last person, you and the mates will be 5 there. And if you are also not fortunate enough, and then some of the women from the villages who are like this, and then you meet 2 of them on the same seat, forget, you'll be hanging. You end up sitting on their laps. We went through it for 4 years. After the 4th year, I came back home and I was like, it's still not enough. Because I realized something, that there is a need for us to have mastery in every field that we've endeavored in. There's the need for us. There's the need for us to go up high there. In whatever field that we find ourselves in, if you're going to have MAs or MPhils or MBAs or PhDs or whatever, you need to go up high there. Because we live in, an age whereby when you have DR in front of your name, That is it. Even if you are telling lies, people will say, yeah. So you need to have that. And the path that I have chosen for myself is that of propagation of Islam. That's it. So I need to go up further. And Islam is very deep. When you drink a sip, it's not enough. You need to drink the whole fountain. If you want to issue fatwas. Sometimes you pick books of Ibn Taymiyyah. On one issue alone, he has written 15 volumes. You pick Fathul Bari, the explanation and commentary of Bukhari. Bukhari has 7,275 hadiths in it. Muslim has 12,000 hadiths in it. When you pick the commentary of Bukhari, 7,275 statements. The commentary alone on it is 15 volumes. Introduction to the commentary of Bukhari is 1,500 pages. You need to read everything if you really want to understand what Bukhari or who Bukhari was. So we had to go through that. So I went back for an MA in Islamic law. We were 16 in class, and it was for 2 years. So if we really want to make an impact in our communities, and we need you to go back into the communities to make an impact, we need you, please. We need you to come into the community with ideas. You see, the same way that we block streets in our Zongo communities, and then we do Ashat, Ashiga Fudu Fudu now. We need to block streets for book discussions. There is a book club in Nima called Success Book Club. They've taken the initiative. They are going to have a discussion. We are going to do it on the streets. Same way people dance on the streets, we also want to crack our brains on the streets. We need to do that. It's high time we even move the Juma khutbahs from the masjid onto the streets. We need to do that because the cancer of entertainment and materialism that is eating our communities is very frightening. So we need you people who have economics, who have medicine, who have agriculture, who have all these big names that you are studying here. We need you to come into the communities for us to see you, so that girl who is in junior high school, or who is in primary school, or who is in a senior high school, who will see her elder sister on the streets of Nima, Mamobi, Newtown, Fofa, and Sabonzongo talking about all these ideas. But the problem is, you bring us Ashigash Fudu Fudu, you bring us poolside parties, because that girl who is selling at the choba, she doesn't know what poolside party is. You who have gone to school, you are the ones who know that. Anyway, I'm not accusing you. Someone said yes, I'm not accusing anybody. The reason why we need you is that we need you to be in there at the forefront of decision makings in our communities. We need you because I believe every masjid must have 4 committees. The first committee is the educational committee. Same way we have tafsir in the masjid, you guys need to open up adult education classes in the masjid for our parents, for our elderly. English classes, mathematics classes, we need to have that. We need to have business or government, classes in the masjid. And those of you who have studied that are the ones who can give us that. I have not studied anything in economics. I have not studied anything in human resource management. So if I'm going to talk about human resource management from the Quran's point of view, what am I going to do? I'm not going to do anything because I don't have that. But you have it. So that's why we need you to be on board, to come in and come and join. The second committee that I believe every masjid in our community must have, and you people should champion that, is that of the occupational committee. I think our Christian colleagues are doing that marvelously. That is, there's a committee in the church that helps, graduates get jobs. But for us, kutubu sagadi. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. You will give him your CV, and then he will look at it and then praise you. And then when you leave, also leaves behind you. We need to have that. And not only for those of us who have gone to schools, we need to have these occupational committees in the masjid for those of our brothers and sisters who have not been fortunate enough to be in school. So nobody can just roam about and tell us, wallahi, baiki. So now, you people have all these business ideas. You have them. So we need you to bring it. Don't leave it here in Legon, please. Carry it with you. And come and start initiating these kinds of clubs in our communities. Come, do it. Go to